What's going on? This is Jared with Sacred Boxing. Today we're discussing a common mistake a lot of beginning fighters are making. And I truly don't blame them. I don't blame their coach. But who I do blame is their first PE teacher. Stay tuned. So this mistake I'm speaking of is beginning fighters when they telegraph their punch. We've all seen where a beginning fighter would raise their elbow before the punch comes out, right? So this elbow's raised and then the punch comes out. So when I think about that mechanics and the body mechanics behind that punch and why that's happening, I truly look at the PE teacher, because young men, when we first learn how to do an exercise, it's typically the push-up. The push-up is done with a wide arm stance, and for me this mimics that same punch pattern that they're trying to use when throwing a cross or even a jab sometimes, right? The elbow comes out and they start pushing their punches from picking up that elbow first. So one of the functionalities and the ideas I have towards this video is how we should bring our punch to our exercise and not our exercise to our punch. Even when young men grow up and then they start in the gym lifting weights, then they get the bench press, same motion, right? Same motion. Plus it's a bilateral motion. Both hands are pushing at the same time, and we rarely do that in boxing. So looking at this push-up, how can we make it more functional? Look at this first version of it. We go from the wide armed stance of the push-up and to a closer elbow push-up. So this right here can translate to this here, can translate to the punch here, keeping the elbow down and tucked in towards the rib cage, not getting it flared out as if we were doing a wide arm push-up. Going back to the idea of keeping the elbows in and pushing off, sometimes in a very rare occasion, not supposed to push in boxing, but we're maybe in a sparring session and it gets heated and where our elbows are in, it's safer to push your sparring partner off like this than it would be like this. So this is very rare occasion where we're pushing off, but it's also not lifting our arms to push off, because that would open up our head for punches, especially our body. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep our elbows in, push off this way. We want to keep our elbows down and tucked to throw our punches, our jab, and our cross. But let's take the concept a little bit deeper. Let's look at creating this push-up to be even more functional. And the way I would do that is thinking about the chest. The chest rotates when we throw our punches, but we don't get that rotation when we do the regular average push-up. So taking it to another level, let's go down again for a more functional push-up. And so keeping the elbows tucked as I do this push-up. Another version could be doing the push-up and then rotating, bringing the hand all the way up. And so that idea of rotating the chest as we do our push-up helps me to, or could help us incorporate the functionality of stacking the back shoulder behind the chest, behind the front shoulder, behind the elbow, behind the fist. And maybe even holding it as we get up there. So we're doing our push-up, down, and then we pick up the opposite hand, one hand, and we come back down, pick up the other side, maybe alternate. Maybe you hold at the top so the fighter can get that muscle memory of get that joint stacking along with that chest rotation in this punch. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just talking about how we learn our first exercise in PE, and that's typically The push-up is involved in all the beginning stages of exercise. Then that, as we grow up, we start to go into the gym, lift weights, and it's about the bench press from there. But the idea of bringing our punch and what we do in boxing to the exercise it's going to be a constant. But I did want to apologize for the delinquency. I haven't been on here making a lot of content, especially the long form content. I've been making some shorts. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been making reels, getting back into the content groove, making these videos. But I've been working. I have been working. I have a project where I'm creating an online learning course called Fight Ready. And it's an A to Z that will take you from defenseless to fight ready in 90 days. So if you're interested in that, you can comment below. You can inbox me on Instagram under Sacred Boxing. You can hit me on my email as well. My email is going to be probably below in the description if you're interested in that course. Also, today is October the 5th, 2023. On November the 19th, which is a Sunday, we are having a Sacred Sunday, and I'll be hosting my second point boxing match in Indian Land, South Carolina at Avery Richardson's gym. Shout out to Avery Richardson for allowing me to use the gym. Go follow his page as well under Triumph Fight Academy. They're trying to get monetized. They have the following. They have the hours. They just had to get over that edge. So I'll tag his gym below. And for more information about point boxing or the Fight Ready course, or just to train, or just to comment and watch more videos, I have a lot more coming. I have a lot of great ideas coming up. So let's stay tuned. Peace.